Hello, hello, JMC family and village. Josh Kent coming at you here for our next installment of Speaking with the Village. Or not speak. Sorry, I'm just stuck in that mode. That's usually the the video section you see me on, but I'm taking over for Mr. Donovan today. Um, because he is taking care of his young one. So he congratulations to Donovan and that are his growing family, and um, where I'm tuning in to fill in for him, give him some time to build his family, and that's just exciting growing part of the JMC family. Um, I'm excited to put this on and be able to host. Sorry, I'm a little scrambled. It's a busy and um, unfortunately, a long trip I took from Tacoma down to get back home here, so I can tune in with you guys. Just unfortunate, some little traffic here and there, but that's the way it happens, especially as springtime has sprung. So I'm gonna just get situated here and get ready while people come into live if they are interested in being active participants in this live. That's lovely. um, just feel free to comment below, say hi, say something you love about JMC. If you have questions about foster care, we'd love to hear them. Even if you're tuning in after the fact, if you're not joining us live, we'll regularly check our Facebook and make sure we're responding to you and we're answering those questions. Shoot us a message however you might feel comfortable reaching out. Like I said, I'm Josh Kent. This is Intro to Foster Care. I'm just gonna let our any viewers come in. I'll give it a minute, and then I'll just break down who we are, what we do, and why I'm coming at you today with such passion and such vigor. So if you know me, that's always how I'm rolling. But I'm really here to talk about not only introducing your foster care, but really our needs and what JMC does well in the foster care world. So, if you don't know who we are, James Matthew Commission, feel free to look us up. The best way to kind of learn more about us is either reaching out just directly on Facebook. Reach out through our website here. We have a newsletter that just went out talking about spring. We'll have one every month, just telling you about the happenings of JMC, the happenings in the foster care world, maybe some fun foster facts. You get to know us a little bit better. You can sign up for that on our website right there, jmckids.com. You'll learn a lot. There'll be some resources added soon. You can tune into Trelane's Table Talk. That's an awesome new podcast we got rolling. So we'll get started here. If anyone joins, I'll see them pop up here and ask them to participate. Tune in. So who are we? So JMC, stands for James Matthew Commission, and our goal is to provide a authentic, reliable, and supportive community to children in foster care, children in need, and the families that support them. We're a part of a care team that's going to wrap around and provide a village of support for these children. We're really passionate about being present and being there for our caregivers and for our children. A little bit why I was scrambled rolling in here. I was out with our staff doing some training. We love to support our staff. One thing we really take pride in at JMC is that we've retained a lot of staff for 2+ years. I'm coming up on my second year too. And I've grown so much, both in my position and in my knowledge and in my skills as my knowledge in the foster care system, but also just my skills as a communicator, as a passionate person of support, just getting to know kids and really how I can support them and put services into their daily life and create some structure with their parents to feel successful. Because that's ultimately it. We want to keep these kids successful while they still need a home. Because that's really one of the biggest things and the biggest needs is foster care needs foster parents, because and foster parents provide, they run the gamut of things that they provide. Some people are education professionals or, know a lot more about trauma or the history of the impact. Some people just have a home and they want to provide an open and safe space for a child. And that's really all we require, is that you as a parent provide a safe and supportive space for that child to grow. You don't have to have the skill, the high level of skills to support them. You just need to be passionate and willing to give your time and your effort. And at JMC, we really strive ourselves on being a village and finding a role for everyone who wants to be a part of that village. JMC is not just supporting foster parents. That's really why we come on here. We want to try to recruit foster parents, tell them to tune in if they have any questions or are curious about JMC, but we really want to wrap around and show children that there are a lot of supportive adults in their life. It does take a village to raise a child, and there's a lot of different roles in that village. You could be a mentor. You could share your passion with us, and we can find a way that you can tune into the kids' lives and provide them with skills, knowledge, support, love, donations. We have 3 emergency placement homes that we house kids from ages 6 to 18. There's 3 different has some different homes for some boys, some girls, some younger boys. So we're ever growing, and we're ever looking for the next person to step into a new role in that village. JMC wants to just make fostering a norm in the community. I don't, before working with JMC, I didn't have a lot of experience with foster care. I didn't really know too much about the local foster care organizations, but it just took dipping my toe in to really see how supportive this community of foster care is. It's a team sport at the end of the day, caring for these children, because it wasn't just one person. It might have maybe had a single parent, but it wasn't just a single adult that was a positive impact in your life. So we want to find as many supportive adults, as many supportive people, and provide those to children and give them the opportunity to grow if they have maybe experienced some trauma or some struggle in their life. So that's a real important thing for us, that there's just so many children in need of beds. That's the problem we see in this state of Washington, particularly in this southern region we work. We work in what's called Region 6, is all the way from Thurston County down Clark, Cowlitz, down to Lewis, and then all the way up the peninsula there, the Olympic Peninsula. We cover that whole area, and there's really a huge need for beds just for a kid to lay their head at night. There's a lot of kids aging out of the system that have an awesome plan. They're in school, they have a job, they're trying to grow and succeed, but they don't have a bed to stay in. So that's their focus, and that's sometimes what dominates their life. It's a tough problem, because we can't house everyone in our emergency placement homes. We'd love to, and we only have so many beds and so many people in our village, and we want that village to grow ultimately. So if you want to be a part of that village, please reach out. Please tell us what you're passionate about, how you want to share that with a child who's in need. So kids, and because there's such a need, and it's such a big region that we cover, and we also cover other regions in Pierce and Kitsap County, but we see kids from all over coming to our emergency placement homes because there's not beds in their community. They're being taken out of their schools, taken away from their friends and their families. So because there's no safe bed and no safe space for them, they might be working to get back into their community, but there ultimately this placement's disrupted, and it's a tough hill, and a tough hill to get over when your placement disrupted. You can't go to school, or you're going to school in a new place. That's really odd and really tough for these kiddos. So we just need safe, stable, and trusted adults that will be in the community that these children are in, to say, hey, I got a bed, I got this much time. Because fostering just doesn't look like taking in a kid for the rest of their life. I know, a lot of perceptions of foster care is that we take them in and it's for forever, and we adopt them and that they're now forever part of our family. That's not necessarily the case. We have foster parents that just say, hey, we're only available the weekends, we're only available every other weekend. And that provides stability for these people who have a little bit more wiggle room or longevity in their plan to support foster children. Because if you can provide that respite, that time for them to recharge their batteries, they won't burn out. We hear about teacher burnout. We hear about a lot of nursing and a lot of this caring professions that have a high burnout rate, because they're caring, they're putting everything they got into their profession. And that's how I see parenting but it's a 24-hour profession, especially as foster parents dealing with traumas that they might not have been, they weren't a part of, but they're trying to understand their children. And it's hard for those children. They don't understand it either all the time. They're trying to process it throughout their life. So we really need parents who are going to stay stable and supportive, but supportive also means being there in the time that another person in the village, might need a little break, might need just, two more hands pushing them up to support them. So just more homes, more beds that are available for however long we need. So, we want to be that village, and we're going to find ways to surround you with support. If you're willing to take them in, we'll train, we want to provide training to you. We want to provide, we'll be in the home, supporting you. We're a relatively young company, but that means we're all the more ready to jump at any opportunity for growth. I think it's viewed as sometimes a weakness being a young company. I view it as such a strength, because when you're young, you have nowhere to go but up. You're always ready to grow, and you have passionate people who want to speak passionately with those who are willing to be a part of the next steps in your growth. So if you want to become a foster parent, you're willing to provide a home for little bits of time, we just want you to reach out. One way to do that, fosters@jmckids.com, is an easy way to just send an email saying like, hey, I'm not sure, reaching out on our Facebook, messaging us, giving some contact information, call me on the phone. I have let's see, here's the office line. I got most of the time I'm on the other end of that. If not, one of our other teammates will be on the other end. And call us. We'd love to chat. Tell us how you want to be a supportive piece in our village. You can just reach out to me directly, jkent@jmckids.com. I'll let you know how we can start getting you engaged with the fostering process. How do you want to be a supportive part in this village? Thanks for people joining in. Feel free to leave comments, questions, send some love our way. We're just talking about, how we can start this process and what we need. Really, we need people who want to care passionately for kiddos and can fit it in their schedule. It doesn't just mean taking kids on for an unknown amount of time. If you have, setting those boundaries is healthy too. So we want to work with you and work with parents. So just shoot us a message, Facebook, leave a comment, let us know you're interested. And we'd love to get in contact with you and tell you, how you can be a support. You'll be, kind of directed to one of our staff, usually Donovan, who's on here, does a good job of kind of getting to know the prospective parents just right out the gate, asking them, hey, what's your capacity? Where is your passion coming from? And then, we start the licensing process. We have someone kind of gauge how ready you are to engage, and get going. We've got some people done in a few weeks, with all the paperwork and all that. That they have to do is make sure they get the training, and then there's paperwork on our side of things. But that's no worry for you. It can be a quick process. I'll be out there when you need it. I come out evenings, come out mornings. I'm the licensor right now, but we have other people that are part of our support team too that can connect with you, even if it's not a time that I'm available. Our director Chalane's an amazing support to all of us. That's why we have so many employees around for 2+ years. Is that we have a very supportive director in Chalane who cares for us and really makes sure that her staff is cared for as people. So we're really excited. Anytime we have an opportunity to support potential parent and a potential safe bed for these kiddos, because we have teens in our placement that we really know, and we can say like, hey, this is someone who just needs a bed. They got their life kind of figured out. They got a track that they're already headed down, but they don't have a home. Housing is so crazy right now. It's hard for adults with stable jobs to find homes, let alone foster teens who are aging out of the system. There's programs called extended foster care, which gives them services and rent. If you can, even if you can, want to charge them a little rent, they have money that is allocated to them, and they can then with you, they can establish a rental history, and that would be so valuable. Taking in a 17 and a half, 18-year-old that, for 18, 19, 20, 21 is establishing rental history, and you can write them a good reference, that'd be awesome. We would support you. We would check in with you and check in with that teen and make sure they're growing and they're still taking part of it. There's education classes that tell you how to be a responsible renter, that are accessible to foster kiddos that we guide these teens through. So, there's 3 kiddos I can think of off the top of my head who just need, right now, who just need a bed, who just need a stable spot because they're in their, education programs. They got a job. They're ready to roll. They don't, they got their head on their shoulders and they're ready to roll. But they're missing a bed, warm place to stay at night. And we don't want them to be homeless. And the housing situation is tough as it is. So if you got an extra room, you got that passion, even if even if it's just you're willing to talk, to talk and be like a mentor of sorts to a young adult that's ready to live their life, that would be wonderful. So please, reach out to us. Some things we, like to let foster parents know is, it can take, all you have to be, you can be a single parent, you can be a single person, you can be married. You just have to be 21 years of age or older. Have, some kind of income. There is a little bit of payment associated with being a foster parent, depending on the placement you take in and the bed that you provide, and the length of stay will just kind of determine that. You just have to be 21, have a safe and stable home. There is a background check that people go through. It's not, not every, there's not a certain thing that disqualifies you. I mean, besides, taking advantage of a child or having a child-related crime, might have to go through a lengthier interview process to get the foster care license and the support. But ultimately, there's not a lot of disqualifiers. We make sure we're digging and we're getting to know you, so that when we place a child in your home, we have confidence that we can support you, they can be supported, and they can grow and succeed. I'm running up on 19 minutes here, and I feel like I can talk another 19 minutes about the need, how to become a foster parent, how real easy it is to just open up a bed in your home. So just to get started, all you need to do is reach out. It's that easy. It does. If you're not ready now, still reach out. If your heart is telling you this is the time, that I would run with it. Uh, my heart drew me to this place not only because of the work that we do to provide safety and stability, but the people that are in this village, not only within JMC, but our other supportive community partners. We really try to partner with people in our community that share our values, that just want, there's a seat at the table for everyone. We believe we don't want to disclude anyone, whether it's other foster care organizations, other businesses. Ask how you can be a part of it. We're growing every day. We have our different parts of the business that are being developed, even at not, I don't know, as we speak, but pretty close. Even if you're watching this, there's someone working for JMC right now. There's some growth being had, whether it's a staff in the emergency placement homes, doing some trainings, learning about a kiddo, learning how to deal with kiddos better. That's happening right now. It could be, we're looking to grow and expand and really create a village, looking to provide some of those, maybe those beds for youth aging out of the system. We have a lot of passion, we have a lot of purpose, and we have a lot of potential. And we would just love to share that growth and that excitement with you. So please reach out. You can. Let's see. You can reach out to me right here. Let me see. Let me give you my office number as well. I don't have that, unfortunately, memorized, but it's pretty easy to find here. I got a business card. So there is my office number, 360-310-1203, or 253. Let's see, 253-219-9663. There's my cell phone. I always got that on me. I'm always ready to answer the call. If any parents, anyone who's willing to say, I want to be a supportive part in this village, get to know me. I obviously have a lot of passion and a lot of excitement for this work. Feel free to reach out to me. Just on my email, jkent@jmckids.com. Get to know us right there, jmckids.com. Thanks anyone to tune in who's looking at this afterwards. Your passion and your willingness to be a part of the village is what is going to make these kids successful. So please connect with us, love with us, be a part of this growth and a part of this village of support, because you're needed. You might not know it yet, but if you feel your heart tugging you in this direction, go with it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what you can do. Get roped in like I did, I love the people that I work with. I love the people I get to be around, and I've learned so much from these children from this experience. So thanks, everyone. Hope everyone learned a little something, enjoyed listening to me ramble a little bit. I don't know if that was fun, but I enjoy talking to our community and being a part of the community, because it's what's going to make us grow. It's what's going to make people great. So please reach out to us. JMC's a village of support, and we want you to be a part of that village. So thanks, everyone. Have a good day.